A as a 1, B as a -5, C as a 6. Let's do it. Let's do the calculation quickly. So minus B means minus of -5 plus minus under root B square. B is -5. For the given quadratic equation, B is -5 minus 5 whole square minus 4 into A into C. We are just substituting the value according to the formula. We are not doing anything extra by ourselves. Okay, 2 into A is 1. Now what we will do, we will try to do the simplification. Whatever simplification is possible, stick to BODMAS. Always we have to follow BODMAS when so many plus, minus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division is there. We have to follow BODMAS over there. So at first we will be doing the multiplication of this 4AC and it will come out as a minus of -5 will be only 5 plus minus under root -5 whole square will be 25 minus 6 4 times 24 into 1 is 24 over 2 into 1 is only 2. So far, is it clear, Noah? I can't hear you. I'm not sure why. That's why again and again I'm not asking also. I can't hear you, Noah. If you can hear me, please write it in the chat box that yes, you are getting it. Okay, so let's continue. So here we'll be having 5 plus minus under root 1 by 2. Can you tell me, Noah, what is the value of root 1? Tell me quickly. Root 1 is square root of 1. I can't hear. 1. Yeah, it is 1. Okay. So we are having 5 plus minus 1 by 2. From here, we are able to see two different cases we are getting. This is the first time you have seen, like at the same place, we are writing plus sign also, minus sign also. Why we are doing that? Let me show you why. Okay. 5 plus minus 2 means one of the answer will be 5 plus 1 by 2 and another answer will contain 5 minus 1 by 2. That's why in the formula, plus minus sign is there. Square root part, separately we have to do the calculation. Whatever is there in the front, separately we will be doing the calculation. Every step we will be copying down plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus. And then this is what we are going to have, 5 plus minus 1 by 2. Two answers we are getting. One is 5 plus 1 by 2. Another is 5 minus 1 by 2. Can you tell me, Noah, what are the two values we are going to get from here? If we will solve 5 plus 1 by 2, what value it will generate? 5 minus 1 by 2, what value it will generate? Four by 2 and 6 by 2, perfect. Okay, 4 by 2 and 6 by 2, that means 3 and 2, right? 3 and 2. Yes, that is 3 and 2. Okay. So the quadratic equation which we were solving by doing the factorization. Yes. So the quadratic equation x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0, which you could have done by doing the factorization and you could have got the same answer also, x equals to 3 and x equals to 2. That we can also do by using this formula. Let me tell you, this formula is, we can use this formula when we are having very simple quadratic equation, and we can use this formula when we are having this type of quadratic equation. Then also this formula we can use when we are not able to think about the splitting part, how to do the factorization, how to split the middle term when it is not clicking. Quickly you can use the formula. There exists such a quadratic equation where the solution doesn't exist. Okay, you won't be able to do the splitting the middle term. You won't be able to split the middle term. There exists such quadratic equation. And for that also we can use this formula. And that's why now we just, there is an introduction of this formula. a mathematician called Sridharacharya has given this formula and said that it will always work even if your quadratic equation is very simple, it is very tricky, solution like exist, not exist, every time you will be able to take out your x value and you will be able to see whether x value is square root term, inside the square root negative number, or just like very simple like the values like 3 and 2. Okay, always this formula will work. Now let's continue with the concept. You need to solve a few quadratic equation by using this formula, which we were doing in the previous class. So after this, at last of this class, I will give you few quadratic equation. Do solve it at your home by using this formula. I believe you have noted down this formula, right, Noah? Now let's continue with the concept. So we have understood that there exists such quadratic equation where splitting the middle term will not at all work. It will not work. Okay. For example, we have already taken it in the previous class. Let me write it over here. Just a second. Yes, now everyone focus over here. Alvina, Afnan, Ifra, and Noah.
Yes, ma'am.
Just a second. Let me take the example. Aisha, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's continue. We have not started anything yet, Aisha. Let's start. So previously only we have seen there exists quadratic equation which is in this form: x square minus 3x plus 10 is equals to 0. And if we will try splitting the middle term over here, it would not be possible. If you are thinking about 5 and 2 together will give 10, but and 5 and 2 will also generate 3, check it, you won't be able to solve it. Okay, so we have already tried this example in the previous class and we have checked it that after writing it, splitting it like this, we were not able to continue from here. Okay, we have taken the common factor from the first two term, we have taken the common factor from the next two term, but both the bracket we were not able to make it same, right? Right? So it is not possible to do the factorization for this quadratic equation. However, it seemed at first that yeah, we can do it, but no, we cannot do it. Okay. So there are three rules by using those rules we will be able to analyze the nature of the root. Let me tell you what is nature of the roots. Nature of roots. So till now, whatever x value we were finding, x equals to 3, x equals to 2, just now we have found, we have taken one quadratic equation, x square minus 5x plus 6, and we got x value as a 3 and 2. Okay, we have taken the quadratic equation x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0, and we got x value we got as a 3 and 2. These two x value are called the roots of the equation or zeros. Okay, these two x value are called the solution of the equation, solution, or it is called the roots of the equation, roots, or it is called the zeros of the equation. It is called solution, it is called roots, or maybe it is called zeros of the given quadratic equation. So what we are trying to discuss today, we are trying to discuss today nature of the root. Just by looking at the person, you will be able to, maybe you will able to predict that the person maybe shy, maybe confident, maybe overconfident. So these are the like nature of the person. Okay, nature of the person. Similarly, here we are going to analyze the nature of the root. So suppose we are having a quadratic equation which is just a second, which is 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is equals to 0. Here we have to, here without even solving this quadratic equation, by doing the factorization, by applying the formula, without even finding the roots, without even finding the solution, we have to check what will be the nature of the root. What is the meaning of nature of the root? Nature of the root means our roots, whatever roots we are going to get, whatever x value we are going to get, that x value, will it be a real number? Okay, both will be real number or not? Both will be same or different? That also we will be able to analyze both the value of x. Will it be real number or not? Both will be different or both will be same? That also we will be able to figure out. And whether the solution exists or not exists, that also we will be able to take out without even solving the quadratic equation, without even finding the x value. You will be, there is a formula which will help you to analyze the nature of the root. Just 2-3 step calculation you will do, and you will be able to make a conclusion whether the roots will be real number or not, whether both the root will be same or different. Now, if you are thinking same root, yes, same root. There exists certain scenario. Suppose you are having a quadratic equation, let's say x square, let's say 4, let's say minus 4x is equals to 0. Let's split the middle term. Together, let's do it. Okay, first you try it and let me know what are the x value you are getting from here. Do it quickly, splitting the middle term. Do it quickly and let me know what are the x value you are getting from here. Yes, Alvina, Afnan, Ifra, Noah, please do it. Aisha, do it quickly and let me know the x value.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, -2 and -2.
Is it minus 2 or only 2? Only 2. Check it.
Ma'am, I got the same answer.
Minus 2.
Like the final answer is 2. X is equals 2 and 2.
Yeah, final answer. Okay, you were saying about x minus 2, x minus 2. Yes, that's perfect. X minus 2, x minus 2, and the final answer will be x equals to 2, x equals to 2. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. Just by using one formula without even solving the quadratic equation, without finding the x value. Okay, the x value which we are finding, that is called roots. Okay, this is called this roots of the quadratic equation. Now if I will ask you what is the root of the given quadratic equation, what is the roots of given That means this quadratic equation, you will say that the roots is the x. You understand, roots means x value, root means solution, root means 0. So you will say x equals to 2, x equals to 2. There are two roots and both are same. Both are real number and both are same. So if we have to make the conclusion, we can see both are real number and are same. So this is what, like, roots means the solution. Okay, so let's get back to nature of the root without even solving the
Is this
quadratic
chapter
equation.
all about the splitting the middle term?
Yes, this chapter is all about quadratic form. And yes, splitting the middle term. And previous class we have also discussed there exists a formula also which will help us
Yes.
always, whether the quadratic equation is very simple, very tricky, solution exists,
So,
solution
ma'am, we
doesn't
can
exist.
use that formula in exams, right?
Yeah, obviously you can use the formula in exam. If the question is solve the quadratic equation, you can solve it by splitting the middle term or maybe by using the formula, your choice.
Okay.
Because formula will work every time, formula will work. So if you are thinking what could be taken as a factor and it is taking time, stop and use the formula. Okay, so
Okay, ma'am.
this is the quadratic equation we are having and we are discussing nature of the root. There is a formula which will give us the nature of the root directly without even doing all these steps, the solving part. What is the formula? I am going to write the formula on the right side of the screen. Wait. Here only I am trying to write so that we can connect it with the question and we can use it in the question itself. So b square minus 4ac. If it is greater than 0, then roots are real and distinct. Real means real number. Distinct means different. Both the roots are different numbers. Okay, this is first rule. The second rule is if b square minus 4ac, if b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then roots are real. Real means real number. Roots are real number and same. Both the values are same. And the third formula. These are the only three cases. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then roots are not real. That means roots will not be a real number. Okay, let's do it. B square minus 4ac.
Ma'am, could you please show it again?
These are the only three formula. Note it down in your copy. Note it down. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, root will be real number and both the root will be different. Distinct means different number you will be able to find as a roots. If b square minus 4ac is equals to 0, then your both the root will be real number but will be same. And if both b square minus 4ac is less than 0, then both the root will be not real number. Now, Noah, if you are thinking what is not real number, so previous class I was also explaining that we were solving one quadratic equation where we figured it out that the quadratic equation x value with the help of formula came out as a 2, maybe one of the example I am taking. After solving the quadratic equation, we got 2 plus minus under root minus maybe 17 by 8. Something like that we have got after solving one of the quadratic equation by using formula. And here I have explained that this root inside the square root sign, inside the root sign, if you are having negative number, it can be negative perfect square number also, it can be negative a number which is not perfect square. If negative number you are having, then that is not real number. Let me remind you, real number means rational number, irrational number, natural number, whole number, integer. But if negative inside the square root is there, that is not real number. Okay, and there is a different word for that, that's called imaginary numbers. You will be able to learn that concept in class 11, but for now there are situation, there are numbers which are not called real numbers. So here we are strictly talking about real number. Root 15 is real number. Okay, it's irrational, but we know irrational means real. Okay, root 36, the result will come out as a 6. It's a rational number, and yeah, it's a real number. But inside the square root, if negative is there, that is not real number. And that is what the third rule is talking about these scenarios only. That if your b square minus 4ac is smaller than 0, then the nature of the root will be not real. Not real means not real number. Now this equation which we just now solved, and we got x equals to 2, x equals to 2. Let's use the same quadratic equation and let's apply the formula b square minus 4ac, and let's check whether it is coming bigger than 0, equals to 0, or lesser than 0. And according to the rule, whatever the rule says, is the rule is correct or not, let's check it. So x square minus 4x plus 4 is equals to 0. Already we have found x value as a 2 and 2. Already we have done that. Here we are just trying to confirm the rule which we just learned, that rule is working over here or not. So the rule says that you don't have to solve this quadratic equation. You don't have to solve. You just have to find b square minus 4ac. What is b? What is a? What is c? You already know that. Can you tell me what is a? What is b? What is c? Who will say?
B is minus 4, A is x, and C
Wait.
is plus 4.
B is minus 4. A is x.
A is x.
A is x. Afnan, Alvina, Noah, Ifra. A is x.
1.
A is 1. Can you say it, Aisha? A is 1.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
coefficient of x square is a. Let's substitute it in the formula. B square means minus 4 whole square minus 4 into a into c. Minus 4 whole square is 16 minus 4, 1, 4, that is 16. What will be the result?
0.
0.
0.
B square minus 4ac is coming out as a 0. Is there any formula for that? Yes. Second formula. If your b square minus 4ac is coming out as a 0, then your roots will be real number and same. Can you see? Then roots are real and same. That means both the root are real number and it will be same. So if the question is only asking about that, analyze the nature of the root, find the nature of the root. You don't have to find what is x value. You just have to see what will be the nature. Nature means, will it be real number? If it is real number, what are the two different values? Will it be different? Two different roots you are going to have, two same roots you are going to have, or you won't be able to find real root. The nature only you have to make the conclusion in a statement form. The question is not asking about root, then this is what you have to do. That you will just calculate b square minus 4ac. If you got 0, rule number 2, which says that here we will make the conclusion. Hence, roots, both root also you can write, are real and same. And is it so? Yes, is it so? We have seen both the roots 2 and 2, both are real number only and are same. We have already solved that. Getting it? Getting it? We have also solved one of the equation when we started the class. I was explaining to Noah the previous class concept. So x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. Okay, I was explaining this question to Noah that you can solve it by using the formula as well, by splitting the middle term as well. So we have already checked the value of x was coming out as a 3 and 2. Okay, just keeping in hand in the rough part, I am just writing it. And let's find the nature of the root. The question is not asking to solve the quadratic equation. The question instructions is check the nature of the root of the quadratic, nature of roots of given quadratic equation. We don't have to find x value according to the statement, according to the instruction given. We have to check the nature of the root. That's it. So whatever the instruction says, we are supposed to do that only. Let's do it. We will be finding b square minus 4ac. Can you tell me what is the value of b square minus 4ac you are getting? Check it.
A is minus 5, then A is 1, then C is 6.
Whenever you are writing this one, minus 5 square, you can do 25. And this one, if you are writing like this in the next step, be careful. Be careful. Don't go ahead and do the subtraction of this 25 and 4. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, because Bodmer says first do the multiplication. So first we will be doing the multiplication of all of them. So 6, 4 times 24. 25 minus 24
We are
is
getting 1.
1. Is this the result is 1? Is it larger than 0, equals to 0, or lesser than 0?
Greater than 0.
Greater than 0. Our b square minus 4ac, we did the calculation, answer we got 1. Whatever answer we are having, that is larger than 0. That means b square minus 4ac, our b square minus 4ac for this particular quadratic equation is larger than 0. And when it is larger than 0, 3 formula only we are having. The first one, b square minus 4ac. If it is larger than 0, roots are real and distinct. Both the root will be what? Real number and will be distinct. Distinct means different. Is it so? Yeah, we have checked initially. Yes, both the roots were different for this scenario and both are real number. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if you have understood that there are only 3 rules, and this will only tell you the nature of the root. So when the instruction says to check the nature of the root, then only we are supposed to check by using only b square minus 4ac. If you will recall, it is the square root part of the quadratic formula. Okay. So this will give us the nature of the root. Now let's do one more question. 3x square minus 4 root 3 x plus 4 is equals to 0. Here also what we will do? Here also we have to check the nature of the root. Let me write the instruction. Check the nature of the root. If the instruction will be solve the quadratic equation, then we have to find the x value. If the instruction is check the nature of the root, that means we just have to check it. B square minus 4ac. What is b? What is a? What is c? What is B? What is A? What is C?
Ma'am, A is 3, B is minus 4 root 3, and C is 4. I'm getting my answer as 0.
You are getting 0. Let me check. Yes, rest of the students, are you getting 0? Are you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So 4 root 3 whole square means 4 times 16, and root 3 into root 3 is only 3. 16 3 times 48. Yeah, it is coming out as a 0. Can you tell me the nature of the root? Both root will be?
Real and same.
Yes, both roots are real and same. Okay, this is how we have to use the formula. 3 formula only we are having in hand. Now the question will also be like that. Find. Any confusion to anyone so far? Noah, Alvina, Ifra, Afnan,
Ma'am.
Aisha, you have already said.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Find the values of k for each of the following. Quadratic equations so that they have two equal roots. Question 1 is 2x square plus kx plus 3 is equals to 0. Here we have to find the value of k. We have to find the value of k for the given quadratic equation. So that equal roots. So that this quadratic equation has two equal roots. It is already defined. It is already given in the question that use the condition. Use the condition that it has two equal root. Can you tell me which formula? The first one, the second one, the third one. Which formula is talking about two same roots?
Second one.
Second one. So since in the question itself it is given that so that they have two equal root, can we take b square minus 4ac is equals to 0 by ourselves? Yeah, because it is already given that it is having equal root. Equal root is the second formula, which is b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. So here we don't have to check. Previously, what we were doing? Previously, we were calculating b square minus 4ac and we were checking whether we are getting bigger than 0, whether we are getting equals to 0, whether we are getting smaller than 0, and then we were making the conclusion. Here the conclusion is given. Here the conclusion is already given that use this condition to find the value of k. Use this condition to find the value of k. So b square minus 4ac, we don't have to do the calculation only. We can take is equals to 0 because it is written that they have two equal root. Equal root means b square minus 4ac is equals to 0. B square, what is b, what is a, what is c? Can you tell me?
A is 2, B is 1, and C is
B is not 1, Aisha. Check it. K is a number, just K is reflecting the number. B is the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x?
1.
Yeah. Tell me.
1.
No. What is B value over here?
K.
It is K. B is K. Whatever is the coefficient of X, that is B. If I will write you, if I will write a quadratic equation, maybe mx square plus 20x plus 30 is equals to 0. Now I will ask you, what is A, what is B, and what is C? Tell me.
A is M, B is 20, and C is 30.
Perfect. And if I will ask that a quadratic equation is there, which is x square plus k plus 1x minus 30 again is equals to 0. Okay. Tell me what is A, what is B, and what is C?
A is 1, B is K plus 1,
Perfect.
and C is minus 30.
Perfect. If I will ask, if I will give you a quadratic equation A, this is px square minus 3x plus m
Ma'am, I did
minus
not
1 is
understand. Can
equals
you
to
please
0.
explain me how do we take K?
Okay. Aisha, here if we are having this quadratic equation, the first one, here the coefficient of x square is A. The coefficient of x square is A. X square's coefficient is m over here, that's A. X coefficient is 20, that's B. A, B, C it is number only, but sometimes the quadratic equation you will be having in such form where like variable, like it will look like M, N, P, K, and it will be written beside the question where K is a constant, where B is a constant, where M is a constant. It will be written beside the question itself where M is a constant. That means you should treat M as a number. You should treat M is not a variable. X, Y, Z, these are the variable. M is a number over here. So A is M. B is 20. C is 30. Similarly, if we are having the second quadratic equation, x square plus k plus 1, x minus 30. Here also it will be written where k is a constant. K is a constant means k, treat this k as a number. The way you were treating in your quadratic equation like 2, 3, 4, 30, 40 as a number, treat this k as a number, a value only. So now if I will ask you what is A, what is B, what is C, you will say A is 1, B is k plus 1, and C is minus 30. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever is multiplied with x, whatever is
So
the
it will be
coefficient
written
of
in
x,
the question that K is or any
yeah,
ABC is a
even if
constant.
even if it is not written, you are going to treat only x, y, z as a variable, and other like whatever alphabet is reflecting over there, everything is just constant, even if it is not written over there. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now tell me, Aisha, what is A, what is B, what is C in the next, the third one?
A is 1,
Here I have written P,
B,
Aisha. Can you see?
O, P. Okay. A is P.
B is,
B is minus 3,
and C is
M minus 1.
perfect. And if I will, to confuse you, we will be having x square minus nx plus 3 plus mx. And here, if we will ask, if the question is what is A, what is B, and what is C, who will tell me? You have to rearrange it first, and then only you will be able to say ABC. Let me make it quite like little bit more easy because the sign can confuse. Now you will be able to tell me what is A, what is B, what is C. A is
1.
A is 1,
C is
B is N,
B is N. Okay. I said no. We need to rearrange it. So we can write it like this: x square mx plus nx together and then 3. Now x square, x we can take out common factor like this, m plus n and then plus 3. Now will you be able to say what is a, what is b and what is c? Who will say? A is 1, perfect. C is
And
no. C means
Ma'am,
the constant number. C is
3.
3. C means only the number. And B means the coefficient of x. The coefficient, whatever is multiplied with x, that is called B. Whatever is multiplied with x, that's called B. What is B over here? जो भी x के साथ मल्टीप्लाइड है, कोफिशिएंट है x का, वो b होता है. x का कोफिशिएंट क्या है यहाँ पे?
M and N.
m plus n, can we say that is b? अब x को पहले लिखे या बाद में लिखे क्या फर्क पड़ता है? डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव प्रॉपर्टी इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड, then x can be written over here or maybe x can be written over here. It's the same thing. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
तो x पहले लिखा हो या फिर बाद में लिखा हो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x we will be able to analyze. x अगर यहाँ है तो भी उसका कोफिशिएंट m plus n है. x अगर यहाँ है तो भी उसका कोफिशिएंट m plus n है. कोफिशिएंट का मतलब होता है x के साथ क्या मल्टीप्लाइड है, उसको बोलते हैं कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x. कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x m plus n है. x पहले लिखा हो या बाद में लिखा हो, doesn't matter. So if I am saying that b is m plus n, am I making sense to all of you? Getting
Yes,
it?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Alvina, Afnan, Ifra, Noah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is how, even if it is given here and there, you should be crystal clear. The concept should be there in your mind that x, whatever is multiplied with x square, that is a. It can be number, it can be it can be any other alphabet. Any other alphabet which is just the representation of number only. So it can be alphabet like P, M, any other alphabet like K or anything. The coefficient of x is B. The constant term, only the constant term without any x, y, without any x square, the constant term, that is C. Okay. So if any term is there which is without any x and y, suppose here only to make it more tricky, if I'll write minus k. So your C will be 3 minus k, right? Without any x and y. Are you getting it? Just give me a second. Yes.
Math.
This much. Yeah. Anyone saying anything? Yes, this much is clear to everyone. Yes, Alina, I'm starting. Give me, I believe you joined early, right? Right, Alina? So, okay, please let me know, Alina, if you can hear. So, is this much is clear to everyone? Alvina, Aisha, Ifra,
Yes,
Noah.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, how to identify ABC. Now here, since it was already given in the question that they have equal root, we can take the rule directly and we can write it. Now here you were getting confused what is B. So now you will not get confused, right? B is K and at the place of B we can take K square, right? From here we are getting K square minus 4 times 2 times 3. That will be 24, right? Right? And we have to find K value from here. That's it. If you will transfer this 24 to other side, it will be 0 plus 24, just 24. Here K square you will be having. K value will be, whenever you are going to shift square to square root, you are going to convert. Please give plus minus sign there only. So these are the possible value of K. Any confusion? It was clearly written in
No,
the
ma'am.
question that they have two equal root. We have taken the formula and just after substituting the values, we ended up getting K value. If it will be written that so that they have two real and distinct root, then we will be using the first formula, that is B square minus 4AC is smaller than 0. Is it possible to solve this one? Yeah, it is possible. We will be taking K square minus 4 into 2 into 3 is smaller than 0. If the instruction is it has two real and distinct root, okay, then only we will be doing this one. Otherwise we are going to do the first one if the same root is there. We will be able to solve this inequality just like the equation, that is K square is smaller than, the way we have shifted 4 into